in my ass.
I just banged your wife?
Name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
Sitting here, you guys got a 15-minute intro of putting yourselves over while I'm sitting here and watching Jaybone and Kaylon and your 50. I never saw a 15-minute intro of three guys putting themselves over.
This is the good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Total Nonstop Impact, Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trent, my co-host Jaybone and Alicia. That was the 15-minute intro of three people putting themselves over. And this is the Impact Wrestling Review for October 13th, 2020. What is happening, everybody?
I'll tell you what, man. Nobody appreciates that 15-minute intro more than me, because I was able to get about 40 winks in during it. So I just want to thank you. You know, if we can make it a little longer, that'd be even better. You know?
I was able to finish my dinner during that intro. I was able to, put something away. Like it gives it. You guys don't understand. It gives us time. It's prep time. You know?
I ran to Dunkin' Donuts.
She's got a full fucking drink at Dunkin' Donuts.
Do you have enough to share with the rest of the class?
Never. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, shit.
If you want my backlash here.
Speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, if you have T-Mobile, it's a free $2 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts for T-Mobile Tuesday. I got to remember to use that tomorrow. So if you have T-Mobile, you get a free
Sprint.
Sprint. No free gifts. Bill is on the road. He's joining too. Hang on a second. Hold that thought. Bill's on the road.
Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, the connection's back.
Yay for now.
He's here, man. Very nice, Bill. On the road. Well, how about this? How about we get an update from you, because your connection's bound to die again?
It could be.
It's not bound for glory. It's bound to disconnect at this point. So let's just check in. Where are you coming from? What was, to give us a quick synopsis of your whole trek? What's going on here?
Yeah, so this is the return trip, headed out, I guess, last it's all blurred now. Last Thursday to get in the night before for the collective out in Indianapolis. So that was 12 shows, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for each day. Jeez. Monday was an off day. And then Tuesday, well, today, was Ohio Valley wrestling. So finished that tonight, and now on the route back right now.
You got about 9 hours to go till you're home?
Right now, you're right. Yeah, we're pretty much right at 9 hours now.
Jesus. And you did all 12 shows, huh? All 12 collective shows?
Yes, yeah, all 12 collective shows. So there was me, Dave, Mikey, a guy that does a ton of shows in the Northeast. He did all the shows, but there was maybe a few. Actually, Wrestling Phantom, who's in the chat. I don't know if he's on tonight, but he was at all the shows. So
he was at all of them too, huh? Wow.
He was at all the shows as well. So good
hardcore.
to see.
Hardcore. You're hardcore.
You guys are nuts, man. Holy shit. Well, good. I'm glad you had fun. You want to just name off some of the quick Impact talent you saw on this weekend, just to throw a few connected to Impact here?
Yeah, so we had let's see, on Shimmer we had Nevaeh and Kimber Lee. I know Kimber Lee was on the show tonight in a featured contest. We had a whole bunch. We had Jake, cousin Jake or Jake something.
Yeah.
We had I got Dave chiming in with all the names over here before I can say it.
What's up, Dave?
What's going on, guys? What's happening?
What's up, Dave?
Yes.
Hello. I won't chime in no more. I let Phil think. Thanks. High five.
But yeah, our buddy Rohit, he was on the show. Just pretty much, I would say that most there was 8 to 9 individuals on a show. Like Zach, the Rascals were on the shows. Trey, Dez, and Zach, they were all throughout. Just trying to think if there's anybody else that really stands out. And then Rohit did come out with the title, the X title.
I saw that. He had the X Division title.
Tremendous.
He was rocking the X Division title, man. He took a really cool picture that got posted on his social media of him and all the belts he's currently holding. X title, Glory Pro, and then one of the AAW titles.
Yes.
So
very cool. Very cool.
Really nice photo, man. So that's cool, Bill. I'm glad, man. How much did you spend on merch, and are you going to be able to make the mortgage payment this month? That's what we all want to know.
I didn't go too crazy on merch. I did get a turnbuckle from Shimmer before the show.
Nice.
All right, let me get something there. But then merch-wise, a lot of it I had, and honestly, being so busy just going to the shows, I didn't spend a ton of time at the merch tables. And I recently got one because obviously I didn't mention Ace Austin. He was there the first day, and I had already just gotten the shirt at AEW.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. So.
True. Cool, man. Was a Shimmer turnbuckle signed? Was it signed by the roster or something?
It was not. It was not. My thinking was to get the turnbuckle signed by Kimber at some point, since she was the headliner on the show.
Gotcha. Cool, man. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad you had a fun time. That's a lot of fucking shows. I'm sure you got a lot of pictures. You got to put those up on the William M. Gardner.
I was saying it right before I got cut off in the Kentucky backwoods that I saw Daniel Spencer and he photo bombed me in the one. So I will get that up. Hopefully maybe a gas fill up or something.
All right, cool. Throw that up there for sure, man. That'd be awesome. That'd be cool. Awesome. So we're gonna start with the news. Are you gonna hang out with us, or are you gonna until your connection dies, or what's your plan?
At least for the news, I can hang out with you guys. We'll see. Right now, it's good. I'm confident because we're near Dayton and we're getting to Ohio now. I think Kentucky was my non-cell tower connection. So I think now that we're in Ohio, civilization has returned. So
wow.
Fair enough. Let's get some of Jaybone. Yeah, for now. Let's get some of Jaybone's news here, and we'll kick off the review. All right, Jaybone, you ready with this? Here comes your intro. Jaybone's news.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, Jaybone's news. We're not really sure what he's going to talk about this week. We really don't know what the news is. It's Jaybone's realm to tell us all. He's armed with 300 lollipops.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
Take it, Jaybone. What do we got? All right, put the candy down. You said on the watch long, you were like, I'm going to get fucking diabetes. You got to take it easy. He's like, I'm going to get diabetes.
I had to make sure that I was ready for the show, and I had a few handy here. So I always look for those of you who go to the Smash This Podcast Instagram plug. Mrs. Jaybone was so kind as to stock me up on.
It's a lot.
Yeah, she completely dwarfed this last bag that she got for me, which was a 180 count. It's the 300 count, folks.
Jesus.
It's apparently they're on sale at Target for $9. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good deal.
Well, you too could be like Jaybone. If you want to get a 300 pack of lollipops, go to Target, stock your own pumpkin full of fucking lollipops. and suck on them all day long like Jaybone.
I even tagged Dum Dums in the post. I'm going for that sponsorship.
Get that sponsorship, Jay. I like it. Get that sponsorship. All right, what do you got for news? What's going on?
All right, so I want to share a little ditty here.
Ditty? Are you going to sing something to us?
No, no, not an actual ditty. Well, I mean,
don't sing anything to us, please.
If we're going to talk about actual ditties, you could say that the Kimber Lee theme song has hit the Impact Wrestling YouTube. That's a little bit of news.
They finally put that up, huh? The Kimber Lee one, because that's been one people have been looking for.
Yep, it's up.
And Whoopsie had found like the full version of it and shared it out with me, and I've been like sharing it out with some people, but they never put the full one up. That's cool. What else we got?
Here's another little piece of news. This came out a few days ago. One of the knockouts of Impact Wrestling is getting her own action figure, along with a few other guys who used to be on Impact Wrestling, Phoenix and Pentagon.
Nice.
Part of the you can go to bossfightshop.com and pre-order them. These, I'm gonna click on a few figure. I mean, you can take a look at these. These look pretty darn good.
That's sweet. Called Taya. Nice, very nice.
There's a side view. They got that this is one unique thing. They got that shave on the side of her head right there. That's pretty unique.
Nice detail.
So really nice detail. It's different from that one that came out from the Ringside Figures, one that came out a few years ago when she first joined.
She had one for that too?
Yeah, it was I can't remember what it was. You know what I mean? Conan had one. Paige is still waiting for his. His still hasn't come out yet, but he was supposed to get one too. But yeah, so this is a new figure you can pre-order, and it's not bad. I mean, some of these figures that they put out over the last couple of years, so you like you pre-order them for like $50. It's like, geez, it's an action figure for crying out loud. This one's decent. This one's decently priced. It's only $20, so it's not too bad for anyone who wants to, support her. And I think I might get me one of these because I've been looking for some unique ones lately too. So there's that. We got a whole new updated card, as we see, for Bound for Glory. Several matches have been added over the last week. They've really been filling up the card for Bound for Glory. Let me just bring this up.
They announced, while you're bringing that up, they announced, did you catch this towards the end of the show, Alicia? They announced like not only the updated card, but like next week's Impact.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Stacked.
That is like that's like a fucking pay-per-view itself. But that's also that crazy week of like 7 days of Impact, whatever the hell they're doing. Like
it's loaded.
It looks nuts next week. So that's cool, man. That is a big, big week. All right,
Their
what do you got, Jay?
build-ups for pay-per-view have been really good.
Yes.
Yeah,
The Golem show's been fantastic. All right, so Jay, are you pulling something up? Are you sharing something?
Yeah, I'm trying. Oreo
Animal Phone Farm he's living in definitely is taking over. Every time the cat comes on, Jay, I might have to give static like it broke your feed. Like your feed just got cut or something. Yeah, what do you got?
So we found out tonight. We'll talk more about this later. As far as the main event was in question, we were really wondering if we were going to get this main event for Bound for Glory. We found out that Rich Swann has been cleared. Well, cleared enough, I guess we could say, after the beating he took last week. Jiminy Christmas. We are getting Eric Young versus Rich Swann. So thank God for that. We are also getting Moose versus EC3 in an undisclosed location. So that's developing nicely. I can't wait for that. And sound off in the chat, or if you're watching the replay of this down the line, let me know where you think this is going to go down. We saw the cross the line thing tonight. I think it's going to have something to do with Ring of Honor. I don't know. It's this is all getting very interesting between these two.
You just brought up a crazy thing right there. Is the match going to take place at Ring of Honor? Like, this an undisclosed location, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's kind of wacky.
Because we've got Undead Realm stuff going on. I'm sure there's room for a little brawl here, little brawl there during Bound for Glory with other stuff going on. Why not? You know, this is 2020. This is where everything's kind of completely gone.
That's kind of crazy. Like, I just thought about, like, as you said that, like, it's an undisclosed location. What if it happens at Ring of Honor, like a Ring of Honor ring? That'd be fucking wacky as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the odds of that are, though. That's crazy.
A return for Moose to where it all started for him, you know?
Well, because doesn't it kind of oddly tie in? He's all like, you need to let go of this, like, be who you are and all this shit. I don't know, man. There could be a lot of poetry in all this. Who knows?
Yeah. So, and then we also get the official match of Ken Shamrock versus Eddie Edwards. Sami Callihan at Ken Shamrock's side. Can't wait for that one. Right. No stipulation behind that one, but we've seen a lot of backstage stuff lately, so we'll see what happens with that. Now, this one has developed a lot today. This Call Your Shot gauntlet. People on social media are going nuts over this one.
Yes.
And I've been telling everybody, look, shout out, like, let us know who you want to see in this match. We got some surprises last year, and one of them is now number one contender for the Knockouts Championship.
And that's Kylie Rae. So could it be 1 year to the show she walks out as the Knockouts champion? That could be really cool. Who's it going to be this year? I want to hear from the chat, though. Can you guys sound off who are some surprises you guys think might show up in the Call Your Shot gauntlet? What are we thinking? So throw that out there.
And we're getting this match next week that the winners of the tag team that won in this episode of Impact Wrestling, between Hernandez, Cousin Jake, Rhino, Heath, and Alicia, the winner of that match next week is going to get the number 20 spot. The loser gets the number 1 spot. So that's also very interesting too. That'll get decided at the go home show for Bound for Glory. So nice. quite the updated card within this last week for Bound for Glory as far as news goes. I don't have anything else major. I know there's been a lot of controversial things floating around, some stuff we talked about in our own personal chat. I wasn't going to bring it up because he gets enough attention, but
what do you drink? Middle of fucking sentence, you leave us cliffhanger on a sip. What the hell are you doing, Jaybone? You're supposed to be a professional goddamn broadcaster here. Like, he gets enough attention. Pause. Deliver the fucking punchline here, Jaybone. You're killing me.
Well, someone else, I'll say it and I'll let you guys take it from there. How much you want to talk about it, that's completely up to you. Someone else has a lawsuit against Impact Wrestling now within this last 24 hours. Someone
we had a laugh about this in how ridiculous this was. We had a nice little group laugh about this, right, Alicia? We were like, $10 million. Like that's got a shot in the hell. Yeah, we could say it, fucking Mr. Cancel Culture piece of shit. I'll say this. Joey Ryan has filed a $10 million lawsuit against Impact for wrongful termination or breach of contract or whatever. It's like, I'm sure the company is smart enough to have a clause in their contract that if you fucking do some stupid shit like you did and completely embarrass your employer to the point where it's like, we don't want to be in the fucking same room as you, we're going to get rid of you. That's how it works. And yeah. Go, Alicia. I think you're about to say something.
I was gonna say that I think it's safe to say that he was fired for what you're saying. You know what I mean? It's like you don't get accused of horrific things like that and expect to keep your job. Even if you worked at Burger King, that shit would have happened.
Exactly. Anywhere
Period.
you work, any employer would cut ties with somebody who has allegations like that. That's it. So, and look, we can't fully sit here and say, "Oh yeah, I know the ins and outs of his contract."
We don't.
But I'm saying with some confidence that I feel like there's an absurdity here that he thinks that there's a case. And the fact that he's filed $10 million lawsuits against each and every person who he's apparently trying to sue right now is a joke in and of itself. So this guy is a complete joke. I never liked him.
Now he's got.
Yeah, he's got 6 cases. Yeah, between Impact and all the people that accused him. Yeah, he's suing all of them too. Apparently.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance. So screw him. I don't care. I never liked him. People used to give me shit for hating him back then. I never fucking liked him back then. And I'm glad he's gone, and I'm glad he's not on my TV anymore. So pissed off with that. But Jaybone, is that all the news? Can we? Do you have anything else? Can we go on?
Yeah, we got the updated card for Bound for Glory, and I wanted to talk about the action figure and the little toon ski from Kimber Lee and Impact Wrestling. That's about it.
Nice. Well, very nice. We'll transition with a very popular soundbite on the show.
I have seen that penis.
Perfect way to transition to the review. Just talking about seeing that penis. All right, let's go from here. All right, guys. October 13th, 2020, Impact on Access TV. This is the pre-go home show for Bound for Glory, which again, this was a hot show. And again, we start off knockouts action. Well, actually, no, we didn't. We started with the Moose segment, right, Jay? This started off with the Moose.
Yes.
Moose hunting EC3 in the back. So we were kind of setting up the end of the show at the beginning of the show. Bill, did you see anything? Were you able to watch any of this on your were you at the show, just stuck at the show?
Yes, I was able to get most of the. I was watching along with the watch along with you guys. I was able to get that at least for a bit. So that was working. But I did see that. At least it let us know that the belt still existed. He never really did get rid of it. So we were good there to see what that storyline was going to turn into. But because we knew it was awkward last week. I knew we all felt it kind of fell flat, literally, that the belt funeral. So at least they kind of took us in a new direction with as we saw how it ended, just a better storyline than we had last week.
Yeah, because we were all kind of like, he didn't really throw it over the bridge. Like we didn't see anything happen. So what happened to it? But no, it made sense. But no, it was cool. Like Moose kind of harassing Scott. Like, hey, you got to help me. You got to help me. And Scott's like, I don't have time for this shit. I really don't have time for this shit right now. Got a lot going on. And Moose is like, I need to go. So then he leaves. EC3 appears on the screen, taunts him, says, you got to come find me, basically. So it's the cat and mouse game going on. So that's, again, setting up for later on the show. You knew there was going to be something later in the show. So that was a nice, cool open. Then we open Knockouts action. This was badass. We have Rosemary and Taya taking on Kiera, and Kiera and Tasha against Havok and Nevaeh. And Alicia, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I thought Havok and Nevaeh looked fucking incredible in this match.
Yeah, they were definitely on their A game. Everybody looked great tonight. All these teams worked wonderfully together, but they really stood out. But you got to understand, is their storyline arch is kind of coming to the forefront. Yes. So that's why, and it's beautifully done.
Yeah. Their entrance looked the coolest out of everybody, though. Even though I know Rosemary's got the cool entrance, but I don't know, man. When like Havok and Nevaeh came out, they looked like they were about to fucking kill everybody any second.
Yeah, well,
yeah, kill her death.
The lighting they use for Rosemary now, I gotta say, it's like my favorite entrance. I mean, to see, and I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating, that the evolution that we've seen of Rosemary over the years, and now like this newest one where she's like kind of goth, sexy, creepy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, it's got to be one of my favorite ones. It's like, it's probably the most attention I've ever really paid to Rosemary. I've always appreciated her and thought she was one of the best knockouts in the brand, but not now. It's like, whoa, what is she doing? I mean, she's completely unpredictable with this whole little love marriage thing going on here. It's like, whoa, Rosemary, really? What do you got cooking? I'm terrified.
No, dude, she's Rosemary's fucking cool, man. Like she, and not to, I mean, obviously, we don't like to mention up north much on this show, but for the sake of this, because I feel like this character supersedes the promotion which she's tied to, but like her entrance is like it has that Undertaker vibe to it to me, like old school, like when that scream starts, it's like the bell gong, like it's got that thing, like she is that iconic entrance and Impact.
Yeah, the lighting, the fog, all of it.
Everything.
It's great. It's very well shot, very well done. And she's crawling across the ring and she gets in the camera's face and just how it's like twisting and turning. It's like, oh man, it's a hell of a backdrop.
Put it this way, we can all remember, like we all remember her first one, right? Like when she first like did that stumble out, which I think was that in PA? When those tapings in PA? I think the Decay.
Yeah, she debuted in Bethlehem in 2000.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that first like stumble out thing she did, and then like just every evolutionary entrance since. Like she's just one of those, man. Like she's iconic already.
Oh yeah,
at Impact. So I love it. But you're right. But to me, yeah, Killer Death Machines today, which they're not calling them that yet. Which I hope if this Knockouts tag title happens, they do start calling them the Killer Death Machines, but. Maybe not because of Sammy being there and everything.
Maybe it's a possibility. Oh, speaking of which.
Oh yeah.
Happy Death Machine Halloween.
Did you get it? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Death Machine Halloween shirt. Sweet. That he just came out with that like 4 days ago. You already got it.
Yeah. No, like a week or two ago, maybe he announced it. Yeah. It came really quick though. It came quicker than the face masks did.
She's got the ICU face mask also, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really comfortable. If anyone ever wants to shop off of his merch site, those masks are soft.
Nice. SammyCallahan.com, I assume. But
shop merch, something like that.
Shop Callahan or something. Yeah, but that shirt's cool as shit. That shirt is cool as shit. Awesome match. The ladies all killed it. Knockouts, the best. I find it funny, like Fight TV puts out this like poll tweet like every day, and they'll ask like once a week, which wrestling company has the best women's promotion? And it literally everybody's like, is this even a fucking question still? Like, is this like who answers anything other than Impact? Like for this,
yeah,
and it's all Impact. Like obviously Knockouts. This match proves it because they're incredible. And
did anybody catch that dive Taya took?
We talked about it. Yeah. Go ahead, Jay.
God.
Jay was all over it.
I commented during it, and what I think Bill or someone in the chat said, "Wow, did she bounce her face off the ramp?" And of course, Big Kev was in the chat, Kevin Martin. And he said yes, she absolutely did bounce her face off the ramp. So hopefully she's
hardcore.
She is a
for reals.
Yeah,
for real.
That's hardcore.
That's as for reals as that gets, man. So yeah, geez, I hope she's all right, and hope she'll have to cover that up for the wedding or whatever they gotta do.
Dude, she took a hell of a bump, man. They did win the match though. Rosemary and Taya did win. Great, like I said, just a phenomenal match. They're setting, if there isn't a Knockouts tag team title on the horizon, then these are just like, I mean, I'm not gonna say these are all for nothing, but you have the talent to do it. Like everybody's set up really nicely right now.
Oh, it's believable.
Totally believable. We're going into Bound for Glory, but all these ladies are going to be involved in some capacity But I'm just like, man, you have so much solid talent here. Any of them can break out solo at any minute, and they can stay tags. Like, there's just so much shit to go around here. So I'm all for keeping this up. All right, backstage, Bravo freaking out. His wife, soon to be wife, just in the ring, but she did win. Freaking out how much the wedding is costing him. He's like, I can't believe this. Fallah, Fallah comes out and says, "Oh, Ingrid's in the chat. Ingrid's here. Ingrid, we're keeping good time. I swear to God, I am pacing because I know I don't want to get grilled. I don't want to get grilled. I'm pacing very well for a properly timed show today, Ingrid. I swear, I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm trying to make this right. Okay, we're talking about Bravo. We're talking about Bravo and the wedding. You threw me all off, Ingrid. God damn it. If this stays up, I'm going to lose the show, and then eventually I'm going to end up like Heath.
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
That's not going to happen. but all right. So Fallah says he didn't get any money, and which we know is not true. Like, he's got the money. Steve doesn't believe Fallah at all. Slinger's throwing comments in there, just sassing. But so Fallah challenges Crazy Steve to a match. He's like, fine, I'll meet you in the ring. But it's like, I can't figure this out. What did I miss? Why isn't Fallah admitting he got the money? What did I miss?
He turned into Gollum. He got that roll of cash and turned into Gollum with the fucking ring.
The $73, the precious $78. I keep forgetting.
It's his precious.
Is that how you are with the lollipops, Jaybone? Or just like the kids come to your door and shit? They're like, trick or treat. You're like, stay away.
No.
They're all mine. They're all mine. No one can have them.
No, fuck you. Get away.
I cut it back. It's freaky. That is cut his mic. That is fucking freaky. Dude, never talk to me that way again. Absolutely never talk to me that way again. My God. All right. So Fallah's obsessed with the $78. Is it 70? I keep forgetting the amount. Can somebody confirm how much this is? I think it's $78.
I thought it was just over 100, like 107 or something like.
It's 100. No, Crazy Steve is 107 years old.
Oh, that's yeah. My Steiner math is off. Sorry.
There's a lot of Steiner math going on.
Yeah, the last confirmed amount was 78. That truck confirmed, but then he did win some more contests since then, so it's more than 78. No confirmed amount, but I'm willing to say maybe it hit triple digits.
It's a triple digits now. What are we missing here? All this, like, there's increases in money, and I'm not sure what's going on. A lot of Steiner math happening.
Yeah.
77 2/3 chance. I don't know, man.
He's fat.
Okay, so
$10 in ones.
It's like the wise guy roll. He's got like a 20 wrapped around like a shit ton of ones. So whatever it is, there's gonna be a match between Fallah and Steve, and Steve's like, no, I'm gonna expose this because it's bullshit. We know you have the money. But Rosemary teleports over to Havok. A crucial spot here, right? Rosemary teleports over to Havok, and she's like, look, I need your help. Only one person can see over this wedding. And she name drops him. That's it. Father James Mitchell has to officiate this wedding. Havok's a little hesitant, but agrees that if in their match have a match next week, if Rosemary beats her, she'll bring Mitchell back. Because, remember, it has to be the person who killed him has to be a part of the resurrection. And then
I loved Havok in this part.
She was awesome. She's like, if I win, he stays gone. And then did she say, was there any other stipulation? Like, you have to go too? Or what? Was there anything else? Or was it just like he stays gone? Or is that it?
I think he just stays gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if Rosemary loses, then this is done. This deal is done. You leave me alone about this. You don't bring it up again.
Who booked this?
I can't wait.
Poor guy. So, all right. I love that he's on the horizon to return because we love Jim Mitchell around here. And there was an amazing video that got shared to us of him singing at because he does like karaoke a lot during the week, and he was singing, and the man has a beautiful Sinatra-like voice.
Oh, yeah, he was singing, I got a spell on you, and I was like, oh, my God, can you please show up during the wedding and do like a wedding song during a real quick segment, where they're doing the whole reception, whatever,
One of the most talented people, man. He is such a character. I would love to just karaoke with him.
Still got it.
Just hang out, man. Just hang out and fucking karaoke.
What? How did you do
I don't even know what that clip says. I don't even know what he's saying half the time in that clip. I just heard what the, and then I don't know what. Hey, let me play this again. Hold on a second.
What? How did you do
Oh, it's like
what the? How did you get?
Barely understood about half of that.
Just a bunch of trail offs.
Yeah, it's like, what the? How did you? Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle sent that in, and I'm like, what is he? What did he put up here? That I pretty much was just like,
who booked this?
To Kyle. I was like, I'll take it. Whatever. It's his little contribution to the show. He's still a scumbag. He never shows up. I think he's going to run in today, though, Jaybone. I think he scared us and threatened that he's going to run in today, and I really hope you can avoid that happening.
Hey, maybe. Hey, does anybody need any urinal cakes? Distributed around wherever you are. Just what a scumbag!
Jeez, no, we don't. We don't need it. Stay away, Kyle. Nah, Kyle's ratings. It's weird because that bastard will be gone, and then he'll pop in, disrupt the entire show, and somehow numbers do go up, and it fucking weirds me out. I can't get rid of him. I can't. He's like a mosquito bite that doesn't heal.
The hemorrhoid that won't go away.
The hemorrhoid that won't heal. What are you saying, Jay?
Oh, I'm just reacting to what you're saying.
Yeah, he's off today. I don't want to those fucking lollipops. You are fucking off today, Jaybone. I'm going to be cutting your mic all night because you are really, you're getting my goat today, Bone. I'm telling you.
This is a bunch of crap. This just sucks.
Your performance, Jaybone. That's what I'm targeting that at. Enough. All right, anyway. All right. Fallah, Bahh, Crazy Steve. This was fucking hilarious, actually. I was laughing the entire match. And all right, so somebody clears up for me. Steve did like a Johnny Swinger type of deal, right? To remove his shirt. And he tried getting Fallah to do it. And Fallah's like, no, because he was clearly holding the money. Was it taped to him? I couldn't see this. Was it taped to his chest?
It's like a necklace.
Oh, it's a necklace. Okay.
Yeah, with the wallet hanging there.
Right. He's got the necklace on. But they wrestle kind of, and they're shit talking each other. They're charging it. I mean, so you get a little bit of a match, and he gets locked up at one point, and Steve just rips Fallah's shirt off, reveals a lot of fat, and the funniest scene is Fallah just full on shocked cover up of the chest.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh, dude,
He
Jake,
did that so good.
So, Jake, is there any way you can find a shot of that? Maybe see if it's on their Twitter. Share that screen. I do want to share that with everybody because it was that good.
If they didn't share it on their Twitter, they're missing out on prime.
Well, they were sharing a lot of clips today. So
a lot of clips going on today.
Did they share Jake doing his dance and getting all dejected when they told him to shut up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
The dance number. We need that.
He is brilliant, man.
I was talking to somebody yesterday about this, about how a lot of people, and we love Jake something. We love the killer Mike Awesome type Jake something. But Jake Diener is an amazing character too. He's a funny fucking character. The dude,
he plays him well.
He plays him well. It's made his acting chops better. I think he tapped into a comedic side of himself that he didn't know he maybe had, and I think he's great. And I think little things like this just make him such gold, man. So I'm not opposed to Jake Diener. I love the killer Jake something, but in this context, he's fucking hilarious. Jay, you got that clip?
I'm working on it.
All right. So Jay's gonna pull that up in a second. But
I'm trying.
Where does this whole
thing
to
scroll through?
Yeah. No, they did. They tweeted a lot today. There's a lot going on. But Steve does win this match technically, so Steve gets the win on this one. All right, let me set up the next one while you're finding that. But so backstage segment, Rhino telling Heath that, look, I pulled some strings, even though you pissed off Scott, but you're going to be in the Call Your Shot gauntlet. at Bound for Glory. He's like, but the catch is if you don't pull off a win, he's like, you're not gonna have a job on Impact anymore. No, you can't buy any commercials, no sneaking in. He's like, we can't do it anymore. That's not gonna happen. So he's like, all right, no, I got it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna work my ass. I'm gonna get that win. He's all confident. He leaves. And Scott comes up to Rhino, and he's like, did you tell him about the other side of that deal? How your contract's on the line? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I did. No, I was like, I didn't tell him, but I understand. And he's like, all right, you sure? He's like, you want to put yourself in the line for him? So does this kind of give too much away? Like, is it giving it away too much that like Heath's gonna win this now because Rhino's contract's on the line too? That's what's throwing me off, Alicia. I don't know. Is it too predictable now?
It's kind of run its course for me personally, but if you like it, more power to you.
Yeah, I just think like you're really riding yourself tight with this one now.
So like, does he work for? Well, I guess we'll address this when we get to the other part of the show.
Yeah, but go ahead, Bill. What do you think, man? Does it write ourselves into a corner, or where does this put us? Because it's like Rhino's on the line too now, so it's like, what the fuck?
It is. It makes you think there has to be. I don't know how they're going to get there. So you're right. They did write themselves into a corner because that's two talents that you don't think are really going anywhere that are now on the line at Bound for Glory. And they got to find a way to kind of get themselves out of this where, okay, if they do something else, maybe a following match the next Tuesday, or maybe in the go-home show next week, maybe there's some kind of stipulation where they don't have to win it, but they can do something to still maintain Rhino's job and for Heath to get a contract. Because you're right, because they can't make it that simple where it's just like, okay, Heath's going to win now just to maintain their jobs. It's too obvious.
It kind of writes you tight, man. You're put into a little bit of a corner, and nobody puts Rhino into a corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like hard. Because Rhino's one of my favorites, especially from back in the ECW days. And
yeah. I like Zach Boniver's comment here. That's me in the corner. But yeah, I don't know. Great REM. He was quick as fuck with that comment, by the way. But that's the thing. Like, let's say Heath gets a contract. You know what? It's like Adam's saying. What's the next gimmick? Can the momentum of the free agency take him further? Like, what do you do? You know. But Truck's got a great one here. Oh, here you go. Hang on. If they lose, say hello to Impact's new tag team, Mr. America 2 and 3. It's gonna come back under a match. I don't know. I mean, Brandon here is saying though, I feel like somebody other than Rhino or Heath are going to win it. Then we'll get a darker layer to the story. I hope so, because you don't want to make it too predictable. It's like, well, Heath has to win now, so they lose. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can go. We also don't even know who else is going to be in this gauntlet. So
there's 20. There's 20 people.
20 people, man.
And we only know 5 with a week to go. So, I mean, it's going to be a loaded match. It really is. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some surprises in there, too. I can't wait. All right, so I'm not going to play the video, but here I'll share this little picture.
This is great.
You guys can enjoy it.
This was classic.
I love it.
That was so classic.
That's like me when I'm getting dressed and my wife walks in on me. It's
Jesus Christ, what's going on over there?
I have seen that penis.
I'm sure. I'm sure she has. She's covering the wrong thing bone. You gotta go the other way.
Oh man.
It's the whole man boobs thing. Some guys are sensitive.
Oh, very nice. Okay. All right. A little too much information for me, but that's okay.
I've got the runs.
We need that soundbite in here. Yeah, I've got the runs. I think we voted for that. Hal's got to get to work on that one.
If we just gave Alicia the runs, dear God.
My God. My God.
That's not how you handle your business. Calm down. Don't do this.
That can apply to a lot on this show. Actually.
For the first time, that bite has been used correctly.
That actually was really well.
Very.
Oh, geez. Oh, that was a nice little string of sound bites. That was a party. But thank you for sharing that, Jaybone. That was a classic classic photo of Fallah.
Yeah,
We need to save that.
I laughed my ass off live during that for the watch along. It was great.
I want to ask everybody in the chat now, who do you guys think is a surprise entrant? Are we getting some people, got Ray Shot saying Matt Cardona is coming in. Yeah, that's one guess. Who else? Who else is coming? People were saying James Storm earlier. There's some talent out there. There's some guys who are not on other TVs, some indies that are floating around right now. Who could show up? I think possibilities honestly are endless. You have 20 slots. You can do a lot of work with 20 slots. So throw in the chat. I want to display a few comments. We got Bully Ray, Ben Carter, Mike and Maria, James Storm, Leo Rush, Hernandez is already there. Maybe Mike Bennett. So there's a lot, man. There's a lot. Sting. Jaybone, that's you. Sting. You're not allowed to count. You can't have an opinion on this, Jaybone. Tony Gunn, Lacey Ryan, Karam. That's a good one. Camille.
Hey, we know it's not going to be this guy.
Get out of here. Your mic is officially cut for 1 minute. Done. He's out of here. He's out. Camille Brickhouse. Wow. There's some good. Okay, you're back, J-Bo. Lacey Ryan, Lufisto, a lot of Mike Bennett votes. Jesse Goddard and Andrew Everett. Guess some good guesses here, man. Good guesses. This Ben Carter's getting a lot of attention.
We got Dave going with Matt Cardona in here.
Matt Cardona, yeah, that's one. The Rock. Come on, Mark. Come on. I'm gonna cut
Matt
your
Cardona
mic.
is the speculation, right? That he's going to be hooking up with Impact soon.
There's speculation with him, but people are saying Davey Boy Jr., Chris Harris, Stang.
And there's
Good
a lot
choices, guys.
There's a lot of talk about Ben Carter. In fact, Ben Carter appears on this week's Explosion versus Chris Sabin. I can't wait to watch that one. So yeah, there's a lot of people apparently throwing contracts at Ben Carter, and part of me would love to be him, but part of me would not love to be him because there's a lot of. He's got a big decision to make soon. I mean, he can choose to go with someone big and obviously show off his talents. The guy is very talented. If you've ever seen just a few of his matches, I've only seen a few featured for another company recently, but I love to see him in Impact Wrestling. We'll see what happens.
He's got a lot of buzz, man. He got hit with the COVID, so he had to pull off a bunch of shows, but this match with Sabin apparently was taped before all that.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently is an incredible match. So I'm looking forward to watching this for this week's Impact Plus Weekly on Sunday.
It's in the height of all this buzz too. So yeah.
True.
Great timing.
Perfect timing.
It is.
Caleb with a K makes an announcement to remind Impact fans how important Tenille Dashwood is before she heads to the ring. 10-person tag is beginning right after that. Tenille was very happy with that introduction, very smiley, but the team is, so we got Tenille, Tommy Dreamer, Brian Myers, and Cody Deaner, and Johnny Swinger taking on Hernandez, Jake, Alicia Edwards, Rhino, and Heath. So it's a little Wrestle House-ish, a little kind of combination of Wrestle House and some of the new folks for the Gauntlet. A lot of fun spots, a lot of little comedy spots in here. It had a Wrestle House vibe to it, which I liked, which I do miss. They really played up the Alicia Edwards Lishisms. Alicia, have you seen this? There's a T-shirt for this now.
Yeah.
Because apparently
Cute idea.
It is. And Ingrid, you can maybe confirm. I think as a shoot, I think she mispronounces stuff a lot and makes up words, and it's kind of become like a thing where all of her friends kind of it's like a inside joke with everybody. And so they made a T-shirt like Lishisms, and at one point during the match, she called Hernandez something else. She's like, what did she say, J-Bone, when she was about to tag him in?
Oh, it was.
She's like, Handers or something. Like, what the fuck did she call him? Somebody in the she called him like Veritosa. For to be honest, she called him Veritosa. Hermanez. Like, here it is. Where it goes. That's actually her. She forgets words. See, exactly.
Hermanez, yeah.
Hermanez. But yeah, no, Ingrid's saying she actually does forget words. Super Mex Hernandez. Hernandez. It was Hernandez.
Oh, Hernandez.
Hernandez. She goes, Hernandez. I was like, what the fuck did she call him?
She said it so loud too.
It's like hilarious. But no, it was fun. It was fun. It was like it's a half comedy, some half seriousness, but just a lot of back and forth, a lot of face offs. So it was cool. It was just a fun match to watch. I appreciated it. Everybody was having a good time during it. Heath, Hernandez, what was it again? Hernandez. Heath, Hernandez, Cousin Jake, Alicia, and Rhino do win. And then now, as a result, all 5 of them are going to face each other in a 5-way, one-on-one, to determine who's going to be number 20. So the winner gets number 20 and the loser gets number 1. Is that right, Jay?
Yes.
It's a 20-1.
So some really good odds there. Good chance,
So after these 5, wait. So clear something up for you. I'm slipping here. Are the other 5 also in the gauntlet too? The ones who lost, are they in the gauntlet as well or no?
Probably, yeah. Because
Okay.
like I said, there's 20 people in this match. It's big, and there's only so many people you can throw in there from the roster because there's this is a loaded card. You got all the tag teams in the tag team match, and the knockouts, and
so that leaves like 10 more spots. You know what I mean? Like, let's say these 10 are in. You got 10 more spots of people who could be like surprise entrants, other guys in the roster who aren't even in this match. So you have a lot of stuff that could still happen in this gauntlet. So it could be a lot of fun, man. This could be a very, very interesting match at Bound for Glory.
you might have to use some Steiner math to figure out the odds on some of these surprise entrants.
Yeah, it's going to be we need the Steiner math soundbite. We don't have the Steiner math soundbite. How's that possible?
That's a complete promo in itself. That's a long one to play.
We need clips of the percentages, because all we have from Steiner in here is it's him just going, he's fat. We definitely need more Steiner. But the lack of Steiner math sound bites is pathetic. Yeah, we need more of those. So let's get Kyle in here. All right. Next segment was really cool. I love this because it was Sammy taunting Eddie Edwards was backstage, and they start brawling, and then Ken Shamrock comes out to kind of defend Sammy, and then Sammy encourages him to like lock him up, break his ankle. This is the cool part of this. And last week we talked about Alicia when it came to like Tennille and Caleb. So Sammy, you notice this? Sammy pulls out a phone and he's like, I'm live streaming this right now.
To billions
and billions of people. Here's the deal. It really was like the video hit his Twitter and the reality is lost, like ICU, Twitter, and his personal right then and there.
Really?
It did. And that's what I said last week when we talked about this whole Tennille thing with like Caleb taking pictures for like her Instagram.
Okay.
And if you guys remember, I was like, what it should be where like we know it's taped, we get it. But like cue this up. So like when this is airing, you're hitting post on all these things. So by the time like it's happening in real time as I'm watching the show, because I'm scrolling Twitter at this point, and that video, I'm literally watching what Sammy is doing with his phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. Because like it put me completely in, like it broke that fourth wall. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm right here. Like I'm watching him do it. It's on his Twitter. He timed it perfectly. It was so awesome. That's what I feel Caleb should be doing with all these selfies he keeps taking, all these pictures of Tennille in the ring. Like they should be just flooding her, like her account at that moment, just her Twitter or whatever. Cause it's real. It's from viewers' perspective, it's real time. Totally should be happening. I don't know if, yeah. So Alicia, check that out. It's actually super cool.
I'm looking at it. I was looking at it. yeah. I was looking at the Instagram. That's pretty cool.
It's cool as shit. And I'm like,
clever.
Yeah. Jay, did you end up seeing it? I don't know if you caught that yet.
No, I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Super cool. Bill, were you able to see up to this part in the show, or were you pretty much this is where you had to kind of cut out after that 5-way?
Yeah, this is actually where I caught more of it because the Ohio Valley that ended at 9.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to connect up to you guys with the co-stream, but I just went with Twitch stream since that was working.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. I love it. Yeah, I know it's on his. I know it's on his Ingrid. Yeah, but is it on his account? Okay, the Tennille photos. It should be on hers though. That's what I'm saying. Like it should be on her account, the Tennille stuff. But is it being done in real time? Like I don't think I'm following him, so maybe I should follow him and see. Because I'm more looking for it on hers. If he's her personal photographer, it should be on hers. But
yeah, it's not Basil, so
it's not Basil or Caleb in this case.
Well, we know who the real breakout star in that duo is.
Yes, goddamn it.
It's all about Caleb.
It is. Everybody's already waiting for like the Caleb
with a
turn.
K.
With a K. With a K. Don't forget the K. They're already waiting for the Caleb turn on Tennille. Everybody's already talking about
it. Y'all know what y'all know.
We do. Jesus.
Come on, man.
Yes. Come on. All right, that was definitely.
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken it too far.
That's a good. We don't use that one enough at all.
I like it.
We got to use it way more.
It's one of the newer ones.
With this show, we got to use that one a lot more. Shit. Okay. Jimmy Jacobs backstage trying to get a quick word with EY, just kind of see where he's at with things. And Eric Young is, but with the whole attack on Rich, he's like, look, it's still up in the air whether it's Swann's going to be cleared. And he's like, what do you think, Jimmy? Or I think he called him James. What do you think, James? It's like, you think Swann's going to return in time? And Jimmy's like, yeah, I think so. And he's like, not a chance. No, it's not happening. He's upset that Jimmy's even implying that Rich is going to come back. So Jimmy looks scared. And Jimmy looks so much like John Stamos more and more every week. It's incredible to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, Eric's going off on him. He's like, I see where your allegiance lies. He's going off on him. And so, yeah, Jacobs looks like he's ready to, put a loaf in his pants.
Put a loaf in his pants, Jesus.
That's not how you handle your business. Calm down. Don't do this.
Take it easy. All right, show stealer next. Alicia, Kimber with Deonna in her corner versus Kylie. Fucking stole the show, I think. This week.
These two put on a banger.
Kim, I think, has honestly the most consistently good performer in Impact, especially for the fall season. She really has been getting the solo matches every week. She's fucking killing it every week, man. Kim is just on fire right now. I think it's a good setup for when she's, when she starts breaking out more solo, getting away from Deonna. She is credible as shit to get that title run.
Well, she came in hot. I think because she came in so hot, they had to cool her down and just kind of team her up with someone. And I keep saying, when the time is right, Kimber's going to snipe Deonna.
That's a good point, man. That's a really good point. You're right, though. She came in real hot, and they did slow her down a little bit just to kind of settle it in more. But man, I think since beginning of September, when she's been getting almost nearly every week, she's got a match.
Yeah,
and she's just killing it. The last 6-8 weeks, she's been just on fire. So Kim is totally a breakout right now. Great match. We did get the tease of Evil Kylie because she does go for the STF. What I did is Kim did not tap right away. It was a fight to keep it on Kim, which to me kept Kim even stronger because it was
yes,
she had her one way, she twisted her, she got out, she kind of got her back and rolled through, and then she finally got it took you had to really beat Kim down to get her. I was like, that's one tough chick, man. But she does get the win. Deonna does face off with Kylie in the middle of the ring, so it's kind of a little Bound for Glory preview. But I think Kim is just awesome, man. I never paid this much attention to Kimber Lee. I've worked with her at AEW and stuff and seen her for a long time. But man, she has just completely won me over as one of the top knockouts in the company very quickly, though. Bill, any thoughts on this one since you caught it on the road?
Yeah, the definitely you're right. This was the show stealer for sure, match wise, and just seeing Kimber the other day in the Shimmer match, she's hitting on all cylinders right now. She's right at the top with the knockouts. She's definitely one of the top ones, and same thing with obviously with Kylie. Kylie's been on fire, and I know it was kind of with all the names. They didn't say it earlier, and Dave was even reminding me. It's like because Kylie was on the shows too. She was actually scheduled for even more shows, but she got a little scraped up in that show with Josh Alexander with the Midnight Show.
Well, she did have that match with Josh then, huh?
Yeah, she had that on the Midnight Show, and then she couldn't compete the next day at noon for the show because she got a little banged up in that one.
Okay.
Hopefully everything's okay. I didn't see her say anything since, so hopefully that was just take it easy to be safe. But yeah, she's obviously been at the top of her game too. So the Knockouts division is just so loaded right now.
Best women's division in wrestling, and it consistently has been since it came out. But
without a doubt, yeah.
That's why I laugh. And I know a lot of our listeners, you guys in the chat, I know a lot of you guys even answer. I see a lot of their answers in that fight. Every week, Fight puts it out. Who's the best women's division in wrestling? Everybody's like, fucking Impact Knockouts. It's like, you don't even bother asking, man. Like, the answer is fucking clear. But everybody in the chat, what did you guys think of this match? Did it steal the show? We kind of all feel like it did. What do you guys think? I
agree.
100%. This sets up BFG so good.
Yeah.
Truck saying match of the night. Gary's thinking Deonna's going to retain at Bound for Glory, so that's interesting. Interesting. Kylie's awesome. Let's see what else we got here. What's everybody else saying here? Yep.
Just
match
a
of the
little
night.
note on Deonna. I know we don't let the credit to Fake Wrestling News much, but I know she did have another interview, Deonna, and she got a lot of flack for that early one. Said like entertaining maybe ideas of other companies, but she seemed very Impact is the place for her long term. So at least give her some kudos there.
Yes, was that interview today? Did that come out today?
I think it came out today. I don't know if it was like in the last couple days, but I think it got posted today.
It was within the last couple of days. Yeah, that was from my best friend. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's not name his name. I hate that guy. I hate your best friend, Jay.
I hate him too. I hate my best friend.
No, that was cool. Like I remember Alicia and I were like not feeling it after her first interview. We're like, no, get out. Go ahead. You don't want to be here.
Glad she changed her tune.
She did. She changed her tune. She won me. She's put in some banger performances.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I cannot take it away from her. Like she has busted her ass, and especially in light of like some shift over in the division at the time. Like she really came through, man. And I'm not gonna take it away from her. She was pretty cool. All right, so some people are already talking about the next match because we talked about this being match tonight, but a lot of people are saying that the Haas match between LG and Fulton was the match of the night. Before it started, Good Brothers in the ring, take a microphone, talk about their success as a team, just putting themselves over a little bit, no shame. Talk about how they got the 2 sweet contracts, and there's only one thing missing for them though, is that the tag team titles, the Impact tag team titles,
the Beltskis.
The Beltskis. So this is LG's first solo match on Impact since 2013. So anyway, Fulton comes out. They basically have proclaimed they're going to win the tag team titles. So that's it. Fulton comes out and pure big man, just fuck you, kill each other match. Now, what got us? We were watching in the watch along. It ends on a double count out, right? So double count out, match is over. But then they continue to brawl. We go to commercial, and as we come back, Josh informs us that match got restarted, and it's now a no DQ. So it just keeps going from there, and they just beat the piss out of each other a lot, like all over, no DQ. And then Doc does win this one at the end with I'm trying to remember what the finish was. It was like it was like chokeslam between. Was it through the chairs? Like 2 chairs, like a 1 chair across 2 chairs, right?
Yeah, a set of chairs, and it just wrecked them.
Yeah, he was out, man. So is this Fulton's first loss? I'm trying to think back. Has he lost any other solo matches? He hasn't had many, but do you guys recall any other solo loss? Anybody in the chat know offhand? Because they've lost tags. But
I can't think of any.
No solos, because they've really hasn't had that many to begin with, and a lot of them were squash matches.
True. Yeah, in the beginning, a lot of them were squashes. So that's interesting. Here's a nice little factoid. Mark is saying, why does Machine Gun get his own singles music, but LG comes out to the Good Brothers theme? Maybe he likes it. That's a tidbit I didn't think about. Great. Was it? Oh, it was 4 chairs. Victor's saying 4 chairs. He lost to Tessa. When was this? I don't remember that.
Back when one of the millions of OVE fights.
Oh shit!
The build up to the championship where she was on a roll and she was beaten. She beat like everyone from OVE, I think, in singles matches or something like that. Yeah,
for months.
He did tap out the Shamrock. I think that was hard to kill. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and he lost to RVD. Okay, so he's had some losses. All right, so I'm off here, but yeah, he tapped it hard to kill. Yeah, we were there for Bill and I were at that one. So okay, so he's had some, but I gotta say they've built him back so strongly that I forgot that he lost any matches. I'm thinking he's a fucking killer this whole time. So hey, kudos to them for building him back so properly. And but no, great match. I think they did a good job. A twist to me would have been if Fulton won.
Yeah.
Then, right? Because it would have made it a lot more unpredictable. Like, oh shit, like these guys who are kind of the youngest tag team out of all, like least experienced together. And it's like, yo, these guys are legit because he just beat, Doc Gallows. I don't think Doc needed the win. I think Fulton could have really, really benefited a lot more from this one.
Mm-hmm.
Bill,
I agree.
Bill, any thoughts on this one?
I think you're right. Fulton probably could have used it more, but I feel like people are starting to think that the Good Brothers, they're not getting over in some of these matches that they should be. Like they're not as dominant, I think, as we thought they would be when they first arrived. Like just running roughshod through the tag division. And I know they're trying to kind of keep those top teams on an even playing field. But like obviously we saw Alex Shelley get pinned recently. So everyone's kind of taking pins. So it was almost Fulton's turn this time. So I think that's how it was. So I don't disagree with it, but it's one of those things where you like to see Fulton as a monster not take a loss there. But you got to protect the Good Brothers a little bit at least.
That's a good point, man. I didn't think about it that way. Because you're right. Everyone's kind of been eating pins all over the place. And it's like everyone has the same amount of damage, so to speak. Like it's like nobody's more dominant than the other. So interesting. Yeah, it's kind of it makes it a little more unpredictable. Hey Bill, there's a Hardee's behind you. You're gonna stop off and get a sandwich?
I was just looking at that.
There is a Hardee's. It's not a Rallies or a Checkers. So, but it is a Hardee's. I honestly, I do like Hardee's, but you know what? Late night, it's still early enough. I think I have some good. I have some jerky here. I got some peanuts. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like a hike on the way back.
What is Bill's go-to? Like, do you eat light? Do you eat like salads and shit? On the road. Like, do you try to keep it light?
No salads. Salads? Come on, Trent. Salads? Come on.
What's Bill's go-to on the road? Let's sidebar for a second. We're still way ahead of time here. What's Bill's go-to on the road? What's your go-to?
It all depends. On the way down, like if I'm leaving like early AM for a show, like if it's a long drive and it's like a 6-7 AM, I'll probably grab some type of like breakfast sandwich to kind of get me going. So like maybe something like egg, cheese, and bacon or something, and then like at least get started. And like if I'm like going to like a local Wawa in the Northeast, I might pick up some pretzels to kind of have for later, some soft pretzels, just to get some carbs midway through.
I was at Wawa in Jersey 2 days ago. I am amazed every time I go to one of these fucking Wawas. I even picked up I have it here somewhere. I picked up a Wawa rewards card. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sign up for this fucking rewards card, even though I'm gonna go to one maybe twice a year tops. I'm gonna sign up for the rewards card just so I can say I have it. That store is incredible. Like, it's a fucking gas station that also has a fresh deli going on.
Correct.
And like people making sandwiches, and like everything's like really well priced, and like it's gigantic, and everybody's fucking nice as hell. At least the one I went to. I was like, shit, man. I love it.
Well, it's definitely better than Quick Check.
Concept, but it's great. It's a great simple concept. But now I will say this: driving on the road, there's a lot more of these, like I'll call them like super gas stations.
Yeah.
That will they have grills and stuff like that where they're making fresh food. So it's big business now, and because those Wawas just you want to see someone that just prints money, it's a Wawa.
No shit.
Now everyone's kind of figured that out now, because as we were driving, we need to get some gas pretty soon, and Dave wanted a cup of coffee, and he's like, which one is not going to be like shit coffee? And I'm like, the only place I know that's out here when we started in Ohio is like Love's. Love's,
yeah, it's a good one too.
So
Totally
I'm like, all right,
road trip thing.
This was the first Love's on the way, so we stopped.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Love's is good too. Love's is awesome.
This is the good stuff.
Love's isn't bad. Love's is not bad. Cool. All right, that's Bill's and travel. That's your sidebar of travel road tripping with Bill. I think a road trip with Bill is like a rite of passage. Like I got to take one with you at some point, Bill. I got a road trip with you.
You can. Everyone's welcome to join the road trip family of mine.
Open this up to all these lunatics in the chat. All these guys, I'll go with you, Bill, and everybody. Who? I'm gonna put it right now. Who in the chat right now? Who would join Bill for a road trip? And Bill, you probably have to buy one of those like Volkswagen hippie vans and just fucking caravan all over the country, like the Partridge, like a twisted Partridge family, like the kayfabe family,
like wrestling deadheads.
It would be. Drop in the back of the van.
Just going to Impact and shit, like all over the country, just following an Impact. Holy fuck, that'd be incredible.
Cue the holiday road song.
Oh, you know me. I would just jam the holiday road the whole time. But I gotta say, it's enjoyable, but it's strict. You get like you know it, Trent. It's usually the show's over. It's on the road. It's going to shows, it's sleeping, eating, shows. Yeah. There's not a lot, like if there's an off day or a little bit of time, maybe catch a local like attraction or like a spot to see while you're there. But it's keeping a tight schedule usually. So it's not the easiest. There's usually not a ton of flexibility.
That's true. Are you seeing these comments? They're going.
It's illegal.
Jersey Turnpike full of gas stations infuriate me. Let me do my own get. This happened to me when I went. This is exactly what happened 2 days ago.
It is illegal to pump your own gas in New Jersey. That's why it's illegal.
Even during a pandemic. That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
it is illegal.
The one state that, like, in a couple of years, they keep talking about maybe going away, but it's there.
They haven't got them in Miami.
Is it like old school? You roll up and the ding ding and the people run out. They do the
windshield. They're outside. Rain, shine, snow, doesn't matter. They're there and they pump your gas. And sometimes
they got little shacks for the winter time. It's pop out.
It is kind of old school, like different.
Yeah,
but
just no ding ding.
Yeah, no,
it's all full serve. No self serve.
I'm kind of a ding ding, so you know. I mean,
oh, good for you.
Nice. You get no. It was great. Good.
Because New Jersey, because Ingrid goes, why though? It's like because New Jersey sucks. That's we get made fun of. Like you have to understand. Like we get made fun of. Ooh, you don't know how to pump your own gas. It's like no, I'm from New York. So yeah, it doesn't leave. It's not like
jeez.
Not rocket science.
I just thought it was funny. Like during a time, everybody's wearing fucking masks. Like we pull up, windows open. Like I play up on my side. I'm the passenger. No mask on. What kind? like breathe in the car. What kind? I'm like, yeah, fucking regular shit. I'm like, give me your fucking car already. All right, pal, you got fill her up. Just breathe into the car. Like, come on. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Can I just pump my own gas?
No. Now, if you're in a hurry and your gas is done and you want to put it back on the thing, totally acceptable.
Oh,
like,
all right.
if you want to zip up and all that crap, but
Daniel Spencer, look at this. Look at total wrestling. I ain't tipping anybody. Fuck you guys. I got my payday.
You don't have to tip them.
Everybody,
it's their job.
you feel like you have to. Though. I felt like I'm like, I asked my buddy. I'm like, Mike, we gotta like throw him like a buck or something. What do I do here? I'm like, the guy's on my side. I feel guilty now. Like no, I don't.
They make good money, so it's
right.
fine.
Fair enough.
Here's a tip. Don't breathe into my car, bitch.
Yeah.
What do you
6 feet, bro.
Not even. I was basically like, he was whispering in my ear at this point. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But no, Wawa is great. Let's
Yes.
put a bow on that.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
I just think it's hilarious. People talk about Wawa. I don't know what the fuck a Wawa is. I mean, that's how I talked when I was like, 1.
Look at he's ripping on the East Coast, guys. You got to take that.
Yeah, it's got the Great Canadian Goose as its logo.
Yeah, see, come on, Jaybone, you get out more. You gotta get out more, Jaybone. Stuck in Wisconsin way too long here. Let's get out. Let's get out of town. You and the cheese need to branch out a little bit.
The cheese.
You and the cheese.
Me and my cheese.
Yes, you and all your cheese. The entire cheese.
I'm bringing all my cheese with me.
Jaybone lives near a place. There's a place near Jaybone's house called the Mars Cheese Castle.
Wow.
It's 10,000 varieties of cheese sold under one roof. It is.
It's not what I pictured, and I'm more disappointed. I pictured a cheese castle and was like, "Wow, that's legit."
Like the circles of cheese forming a castle.
It's like a castle made of cheese.
It's not made of cheese, no. But if you do walk into it, you spend more than 15 minutes walking around looking at everything. You are constipated for a week. You don't even have to eat.
It is. Jesus Christ!
My lactose is acting up.
God, Jaybone,
Just thinking about it.
Where did you take this conversation, Jaybone?
How did you do?
Take it easy, Jaybone. Take it easy.
Hey, you guys started it with the Wawa. Well, let's continue.
Yeah, we have a show to do, guys.
We're so ahead of schedule. This makes it even better. Sorry, we got 2 segments left. We're doing great. Ingrid's probably fucking so proud of me right now, even with all the sidebarring and the sound bites. We're doing fantastic. Derek Young in the ring, calling out Rich Swann, basically saying he's no way he's gonna fucking make it. He's like, he's gonna take out. I'm taking over everything. I want answers about Rich Swann. I'm not leaving until I get answers. Is he out? I want confirmation that he forfeited the match. We cut to Scott in the back taking a phone call, very serious from Dr. Foreman. We've got Dr. Ross Foreman. He's not only the head of PR, he is also a doctor. And Dr. Foreman calling Scott, who's very, very serious. And Young's calling him out, saying, come on down here. Tell me he's out. Tell me he's officially out of here. And Scott here was brilliant, man. I thought the emotion from Scott drew this segment for me. And just like he's like, I remember when you were a 17-year-old kid and I met you then, all the way through Team Canada and through other places shitting on you and this and that. But the line that got me was, he's like, what happened to you? It was so perfect. Like the way he said, he's like, just quiet arena. It's like father, son. It's like, what happened to you? And I'm like, damn, dude, like that hit you. Because you just feel the character of that moment. You're like, what the fuck happened to you? You were super Eric, scared of your own shadow and shit. Mm-hmm. I wanted Eric to fire back a little more about what did happen to him. Like that would have been, I thought that would have really, really set that moment. He was like, what do you mean what happened? And like just started listing off all the shit that fucking made him bitter. Would have been cool. But he lets him know, Scott lets him know that that despite whatever you think, hey, Swann is cleared. He will compete, and you're going to have a match, whether you like it or not. So it's happening. Eric goes nuts. He just starts beating the shit out of Scott. Destroys that $300 suit, which everybody who was in the watch along knew how hard I took that one. That the suit was beautiful, and he fucking ripped that suit apart. I'm like, come on. But he beat Scott. Terrible. Beats Scott down. Rich comes out, makes the save. One of the last shots is Rich holding the title. and just looking at Young, and Eric's just like shocked. So at this point, like BFG is like solid set. So that's it. Like solid. This is it. This is your Bound for Glory main event. I love that it's 2 Impact originals in this main event. They're not mudding it up. Not a 5-way. There's no third person put into it. There's no other name from somewhere else. Straight up, Eric Young, Rich Swann, sold on emotion. Fucking, I'm happy, so happy with it. I'm totally happy that they're going to anchor the show with these 2 guys, and I think it's great. So it was awesome, man. I am. Any thoughts on this one, Jay? Let's start with you on this. Are you sold on Bound for Glory right here at this point? Oh, was it shredded? Hold on. Ingrid's saying that the suit was shredded afterwards. That sucks. No. That fucking sucks. That's like his nice suit that he wears at every show. Shit.
Maybe it was time to retire it. You know,
Scott, if you're listening, I may be interested in that.
Only if you wear it, though, Bill.
Would you wear that shredded up suit on the show? You got to do it.
I would so wear that suit.
All right, Ingrid.
Ingrid,
can you make it? Can you literally like ask Scott if he can sell that to Bill? Like Bill will buy it. Like he wants the Moose vest, EC3 jacket, Scott DeMore suit. It's part of the trifecta. All right.
So here's what I want you to do. If you're on the road a lot, here's what I want you to do. If you get this suit, Bill, I want you to put it on. Dave has to be with you though, because he has to film all this shit. I want you to walk into some sleazy nightclub or strip club like that with this suit on, and I got to see what happens.
Rough night.
I mean,
just walk in and walk right up to the stage. If you get in with this suit on, and then just walk up to the stage with like a handful of change and go, brah, with all the change, you go, dance for me. And then you and Dave run like hell. I want to see this.
Yeah, you'll be kicked out so fast dropping coins.
Yeah.
On a strip stage. Are you kidding me? That's a hazard.
Yeah, we can't have coin dropping there, Jaybone. That would be a little too much.
Jay, I don't know the last time back in the 40s when you went to a go-go dance fucking strip club, and back then it was literally you were tossed the coin. Hey, go, honey, buy yourself something nice.
Wait. We'll drop some loonies and some tunes.
There you go, sweet on. You know, Bill, he talk like Jay for some reason he's talking with that transatlantic voice. Hang on, that sweetheart. Don't spend it all in one place. Throws her a nickel.
Thanks, mister.
Thanks, mister. Appreciate it.
That's my new pair of shoes.
Hey, here you go, sweetheart. Go buy yourself some underwear.
Jesus. Dave would be the guy to go into a strip club and tell the girl to buy herself underwear.
Come on, man.
Well, it depends. Are you in a strip bar or a bikini bar?
Jay, I'll let you answer.
Because one can't take their underwear off.
I spent way too much time in strip bars.
He's having non-flashbacks.
Jesus.
We came here for a lot of money.
Jesus.
I am.
One of my buddy's bachelor parties, I walked in with one of my own paychecks, and I had another paycheck of mine that I had all cashed out. I handed him, that wad of money that Fallah Bahh walks around. Well, except there was like bigger bills, and I handed that to my best friend at the time, and I said, I don't want to see your ass until the end of the night. Go have fun.
Yikes. How did that night end, Jay? Tell us how it ended.
I don't know. I never saw him again.
Yikes.
It was a dark ride home on that bus, let me tell you, man. Dark.
Shame. Just reeked of.
Which one's Jay?
I want to address a quick comment here from I'm going to pull it up here. It was from Mark Mello. He says, since Slamversary. Oh, no, wait, not that one. It was another one he left. Hang on. About Swann not being here, right here. As a new viewer of Impact, they haven't built Swann enough for me as a legit main eventer at Bound for Glory. Now, let me ask this, though. Mark, it's a fair thing now, but all depends. When did you start watching? Because the whole story is like he was like the 2019 breakout guy. And then he got injured at the beginning of this year. And this is like the comeback story of the year at this point.
Yeah.
So now I'm curious, when did you start watching? Did you see in the 9th? Did you go back and watch in the 19 stuff? You know, that's where I'd like to be curious. But I could see if you're like, if you just started watching, like even like while Swann's been out, he's not totally sold. I mean, you don't really know who he is at this point, you know? Well, so Mark did answer. I've been watching since the anniversary, going back and watching the 2018 paper. He's working on 19. Okay, if you can get through 19 before Bound for Glory, you'll kind of see why he's the right guy.
Oh yeah, it should sell you on it. I mean, his matches and his rivalries were that good. I mean, namely, his stuff with Sami Callihan was great. I mean, it was deep, it was dark, it was really good.
It's the ultimate underdog story.
It is. The Impact Gauntlet last year. That's the one you had to watch.
Just watch that gauntlet. Just that gauntlet. That's all.
That was Windsor, right, Bill? You were there.
That was Windsor. That was TV in Windsor. I can't tell you off the top of my head exactly the time period it was in, but that match is the Rich Swann. That's
got to be around late November or December because that's what Tessa won it, right? That's what got her to the main event for Hard to Kill, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're looking at like late November, December there, Mark. So check that out, and then you will get on the somebody get on the episode date if you can. Critical Sting, I'm looking at you. First access tapings, so which were November. So look somewhere in the November time period of 2019. It's around there. But yeah, look it up. And it's the Gauntlet for sure. Yeah, cool. Watch that. You'll kind of know why it makes sense where he's at, where he is right now. All right, let's wrap it up, guys. Last segment. This is cool. This is awesome. Some cinematic stuff we ended on. So we come back to the Moose EC3 thing. We see Moose. He drives up, dark, comes to a bridge. He sees EC3 standing on the bridge. EC3 is like taunting him. Moose is saying he's a god. Like, this is great shit. To me, I was like loving this back and forth. Like, EC3 was fucking gold right here. As was Moose. They were both, and so they just like EC3 is just mocking him, you know, like totally mocking him, challenges him. They fight back and forth, and I love EC3. He's like, "Who are you?" Like, he's got Moose down. He's got him where he goes, "You're a husband. You're a father." You know, and he's like, "Oh my god," wrestling guy. And then like EC3 puts the belt down at one point and goes, "Come on, Moose, cross the line." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So the cross the line reference I popped for. They're just going back and forth, like brawling. At one point, Moose does get the advantage, beats EC3 down big time, bloody hands, bloody face, grabs the belt, and he walks out. But the whole deal was like they're gonna meet somewhere for this. You know, they're gonna meet. Like, this is not over. Like, they have to continue this whole thing. You know, and this is not over. Like, this entire saga is not over, man. So I loved it. I thought this was done really well. But see, Moose got the belt, right? We walked off with Moose holding the belt, right?
He got it back, and it was the first time that EC3 was really beaten physically since all this started. It was really good.
But he was kind of like, was he like laughing as it went off? He was like,
yeah,
right.
Because he's getting Moose to do what he wants him to do now.
What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts, Leach. Like, where do we go now? So Moose already has the belt back. So now what? And everybody in the chat, like this last segment of the show, I want you guys to totally like sound off on this. Where do we go? But really quick before we answer that, I like Buckshot Kids Thinger. Moose's shoes did not go with those shorts. I'm sorry. They did not go with the floral shorts. Let's put that out there. All right, go ahead. In the chat, give me your info on this, guys. But let's start with Jaybone. Let's go around like our whole little circle here. But Jay, thoughts on where this goes? What do we kind of get out of this now?
Well, it's like, you know, Moose has the belt now. So right. and EC3 was laughing. So maybe this was his plan all along to make Moose feel like he's actually winning at some point.
Okay.
So next week is going to be very telling. There's got to be some kind of segment next week where EC3 goes, "You think you've already won because you've got your belt back." That's my best EC3. And he's like, well, yeah, I got my championship, so I don't have to meet you at some undisclosed location. And then EC3 is going to drop something on him. Like, oh, yeah, well, you have to meet me at fill in the blank location because of.
That's not the real belt.
That's what I was thinking too.
So something's going to happen. He's going to drop something in front of him, some kind of piece of information, some piece of merch, maybe, and be like, oh, yeah, well, you need to meet me at this location because of this. So something big is going to happen next week, and yeah, it's not done. It's not.
Yeah,
done.
definitely not done. Like this,
it's all head games. It's awesome.
True. All right, Bill, wrap it up. Give me your thought on this.
Yeah, obviously this was a great segment here, and I was glad to see it because I know a lot of people were not happy, including us. I think we were at best underwhelmed last week with the funeral. That there had to be more to it.
Yes.
So I think that was great. This was a great payoff to last week, really. And now what I'm thinking is, okay, they're going to have their Bound for Glory, but I see this, especially the reaction. EC3, remember, he's not alone. There's going to be more. He's going to have a faction or a group that he's either leading or is a part of. And I think he's getting followers, and I think Moose is going to wind up being with EC3. Maybe by the end of the Bound for Glory match, maybe shortly after. I don't know if it's going to be CNA or if it's going to be something else. Eddie Edwards could fit into this group, all those old TNA guys, instead of like that TNA, we keep talking about that TNA Thursday show. Maybe this is the basis of this group of EC3. But that's why I see happening. I see Moose and EC3 actually working together post Bound for Glory.
Interesting. He almost like kind of like the war kind of brings them together as like allies at the end of the day, in a way. Like Brandon's saying right there, I think Moose ultimately joins EC3. Like that's it. Interesting, man. That's a very, very good take, because it could there's so many ways you can go. You can go a lot of different ways. I'm still convinced that there's going to be that Ring of Honor element is going to play into this somehow, including Moose showing up there too. That's what I think. I don't know. Alicia, you got any thoughts on this? I mean, everybody seems to have a different take on it.
Well, tonight definitely needed to happen because I think I've been saying the most how I feel like this has been dragging on a little bit, and we need to kind of get to the thick of things. And I feel like now we're at the point where the buildup is becoming more intriguing and in depth. Yeah, this is good. And I don't know, I'm still kind of stuck on, so they got rid of the belt last week, or like he threw the belt at the funeral thing, but then it came back. And I feel like there's something with that.
Yeah, because we didn't see it, but he kind of alluded to like he didn't actually destroy it like he said he was going to, but not really, right? Like that's a good point. Like
I feel like if they're supposed to meet in an undisclosed location, what would be the draw to get it there? And it's like, hey, chump, you've got the wrong belt.
Yeah, that made something about it revealed.
Take a look. It's a replica or something. I don't know. I'm just shooting out into left field.
No,
but
I'm with you. It's the best part of this. Like we really don't know. Like we're kind of like, where could it go? I like Mark's comment. This is great. Shark Boy was under the bridge and he threw it back up. That's funny.
Yeah. Shell yeah.
Shell yeah. Just hey, you dropped this.
I did see Shark Boy this weekend. Shell yeah to Shark Boy. He was
nice.
The clusterfuck.
Nice. He's a stand-up guy.
Nice.
Wow.
I would love if there's a Dixie Carter element to all this, where she just kind of like does something with this belt. I don't know, man. It would be interesting if they wrap.
I would like to see her make a hooded appearance, just one, on EC3 stream, and just to mind fuck with people and be like, "It's me, bitch," and then know,
it'd be interesting. It'd be really there's so many ways you can go with this. I agree with some people in the chat were saying I like that it finally took it settled into some direction today. Like we got the most out of it today.
Yes.
So I like it. I'm in. Because I'm just purely curious. You got me going in like 5 directions. I'm like, all right, now I'm sold. Which way is it gonna go? So bring it. Just bring me to whatever it's going to be at this point. So I'm all in. But that was it, guys. That's the October 13th, 2020 edition of Impact Wrestling, Impact on Access TV. Great episode. Next week, let's not forget, next week is the Go Home Show, fully stacked. Let me just really quick, if I can pull it up, run down what's on for next week, because next week looked fucking loaded. And I'm trying to see if I have. And Jay did actually. You know what, Jay, you ran it off earlier. I don't have it in front of me here. Jay ran it off earlier in the show during the news segment. So next week's stacked. Go Home Show. But then don't forget, next week is like Impact Week on Access. It's like Talking Shop, Impact. There's a hype show, right, Bill? What am I missing? There's one more thing, Bill, that I'm missing.
Oh, the Good Brothers show.
Yeah, Talking Shop show. Then there's the we say the preview. They're playing that twice. A lot of great content. So I'm sure we'll be busy too.
We'll be busy. Impact has asked us to do a prediction show. They said if you guys can please put out a prediction show, we would like it. So I will absolutely oblige them and like to put a prediction show out. In the midst of all that, guys, let's not forget they keep a great cadence to keep Explosion coming out every Wednesday on Twitch. So watch Explosion in the middle of all that Impact Week. Explosion will be out. We're going to see, depending on how much we have to do, we're going to see if we're going to do Throwback that week or maybe skip Throwback for the week because there's so much Bound for Glory hype going on. But nevertheless, Throwback will be on this week. Episode number, I think we're on 47 this week, right, guys? 47 is coming up.
6 or 7, yeah. Here's a couple of the matches that are going down. We got the North versus the Good Brothers. Oh, I can't wait for that one.
That's going to be awesome.
We've got that 5-way match where the winner of the 5-way that won this week is number 20 at the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. The loser gets number 1 first in. And then we've got this 3-on-3. It's the 6 that are in the X division match. We got Chris Bay, Rohit Raju, and Jordan Grace versus TJP, Trey, and Willie Mack. So that's going to be ridiculous. I mean, geez Louise. So, and plus all the little final bits from everybody involved. It's can't miss episode.
You mentioned Rohit. I want to quickly mention there's a Sports Illustrated article about him that came out today. Go check that. SI.com did a whole thing about the rise of Rohit Raju. He talks about his upbringing, his mom, how his career started, and just how he does a lot of things for the memory of his mother, and just where his career was and now where projected into with the X Division title. So check that out. It's a very, very, very cool article. SI.com. So anyway, guys, Throwback this week, number 47 in the Open Forum and Impact Plus Weekly on Sunday night. So we'll be back 2 more times this week. Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. Guys, rate, review, subscribe, cheer bits, whatever you can do on all platforms. The show is available on all audio platforms: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, app or Amazon's podcast feed, everything, you name it. Add us to your likes, your favorites. Keep getting the number up, guys. We really appreciate it, all of it. ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. 4 t-shirts are up. Bill's rocking the cast of characters one right there. Thank you, Bill. Seems to always have it ready to go. Every show, you guys got the show shirt on, which I appreciate.
He's repping
the crew. Twitch, guys.
And I will say this: I don't usually do it, but I was wearing this shirt at Bloodsport. So if anyone saw that, you will see the cast of characters made an appearance.
Nice.
Front row. Nice. We were all front row with Bill that day.
Yay, in spirit.
Nice. All right. So, guys, check that out. Twitch, there is a campaign started by Truck and Slowpoke that if we get 100 people on the watch along, so not the review always gets real high numbers here, but the watch along, which has been growing, which grew today. And I'm going to leave that up for a second, Jay. If we get 100 viewers on the watch along, they're going to gift 50 subs, and they're going to battle out. I think they're going to go 50 and 50. So if you don't have a subscription on Twitch, they're literally going to give these away like they're fucking nothing. So let's get that up there. Thank you guys so much, you two. Also, B-Dog, who gives a lot away as well. Adam, who gives a lot away as well. So thank you guys. You're true gems of this like front line of our Twitch, our army. So we really appreciate you guys very much. Now this thing here for the BFG review show, the Tuesday following Bound for Glory. Oh no, it's not Tuesday. The night of. I'm sorry, night of Bound for Glory. I'll probably do a night of review. 5,000 bit match, bit for bit cheer match. He's gonna do. Fucking insane. The lunatic truck. He's such a nice, mild-mannered guy, but he's an absolute lunatic when it comes to Twitch. So, guys, get on that. Spread the word. We'll put up tweets, retweet them, put them out. Let's get this Twitch thing exploding for Bound for Glory Week.
Here you go. Here's a nice little incentive on Ingrid's Twitter. She's got a pinned link at the top. Mm-hmm. You can pre-order BFG and maybe I'll get you a Bravo autograph. Send me proof.
There you go. You can get a Johnny Bravo autograph if you pre-order Bound for Glory right now via Ingrid's link at CanMIngrid on Twitter. So go to her link, order it, send her a receipt.
I'm writing it down right now.
There he goes. He's going to do it.
I need that Bravo.
So go do it, guys. Fight TV's got it. It's going to be carrying it. Order from Fight TV. Cool thing about Fight TV, you order there, it stays in your Fight TV account. You can watch it anytime. It's not like regular pay-per-view where it deletes after you watch it, or just goes away. So do that, guys. Get the pre-orders in. BFG week is going to be, it's popping right now. It's already kind of on its way. Start hashtagging.
It's been a bangorama.
Absolutely. It's been a bangorama. Start hashtagging BFG 2020 like now. Just start getting the buzz going. But guys, that's going to do it for us. Let's get our plugs in here. Jaybone, where can people find you?
You can find me over on that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast, where we're doing everything in wrestling, including some Impact stuff. I'll do something next week. I'm not sure exactly what. We'll have to wait and see. Something special. We'll do a pre-Bound for Glory-ish.
There you go.
Maybe a throwback. Maybe something like that. You can find Bound for Glory. You can find Smash This Podcast, Jimmy Day Christmas. You can find Smash This Podcast over on Twitch as well. Just like YouTube, you can find it on the Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter box. You can find me at the Twitter box.
Again with the box, Jay. This Twitter box business is what's the box? What's in the box?
That son of a bitch
is in the box. Go ahead, Jay.
I spent the weekend with you. You know what's in the box.
All right, that's cut us. He's out of here. I got your plugs. You're done. You are done. You are absolutely done. Just go.
Come on, man.
Just go. Just go. Twitter budget, Jaybone5150 at Twitter. Go. You're done. Bill, where can Bill find you? Oh my God.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram with some pictures from this wrestling extravaganza. At my name at William M. Gardner, JRD.
Very nice. But Jaybone, you keep that shit up. I swear you're gonna end up like Heath, man.
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
Yeah, you keep that shit up. I'm telling you, you're gonna be smashing. That's all you're gonna be on Smash This Podcast, and that's gonna be it. Go ahead, Alicia. Where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me at Alicia B. Cakey, all one handle at the Instagram and the Twitter.
Pure fire on that Twitter, man. It is spooky season. She's literally burning autumn. Autumn burns red on fucking Alicia's Twitter. I swear to God, it is on fire. There's a lot of heat.
Perfect place for a lady, Satan.
That's right. Crazy Steve's monkeys in the box. All right, that's enough. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah, all right, guys, you can find me at Trent Zberry on Twitter. Give me a follow there. Also, Hemi Music on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Support the band as well. Appreciate that. The show at We Talk Impact, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in We Talk Impact, all one word, or Total Nonstop Impact. It comes right up. Also, like I said, on all podcast platforms, you can get it, all the audio stuff. Subscribe to everything. Get in touch with us. Link up. Give us all your feedback. Share everything you can. Share the links around. Big appreciation to all the guys who are sharing the stuff to Reddit. I think Truck is leading the Reddit boards. Get on that Reddit thing, man. I think there's a lot of people coming in, finding us. If you're finding us from Reddit, let us know. Love to connect with you. And we are very reachable on Twitter, guys. So like I said, we talk Impact on Twitter. Say what's up and tell us how you like the show. But guys, I think that's all. That's going to do it. We appreciate it, guys. We'll be back Thursday with the throwback episode 47. I keep on saying 47 of NWA TNA. Watch that on Impact Plus and do the review with us. So we'll see you guys then. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you all for tonight's participation. We will talk to you later. Good night.
Remind me the name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's Sean, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya, la güera loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.